According to a new Bloomberg report, top House Republicans are planning to threaten to shut down the U.S. government by refusing to raise the debt ceiling next year in a scheme to force Democrats to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, should they win the House in November. President Biden echoed critics' concerns over threats to U.S. social networks while visiting and addressing survivors of Hurricane Ian in Florida this week. Let's take a look.
Then last week, Republican leader of the House unveiled what he called the commitment to America. God bless America. It's a thin set of policy goals with little or no detail that Republicans say they'll pursue if they regain control of the Congress. In the course of nearly an hour, here are a few of the things that we didn't hear. We didn't hear the words Medicare or Social Security. And he said for the first time they'll get what the first thing they're going to do is repeal the Inflation Reduction Act. Well, guess what? All those things I mentioned we're going to do, they get rid of all of them with the repeal. I have a different idea. I'll protect those programs. I'll make them stronger, and I'll lower your costs to be able to keep them.
Bloomberg Law reports that Social Security and Medicare eligibility changes, spending caps, and safety net work requirements are among the top priorities for key House Republicans who want to use next year's debt limit deadline to extract concessions from Democrats. The four Republicans interested in serving as House Budget Committee chairman in the next Congress said in interviews that next year's deadline to raise or suspend the debt ceiling is a point of leverage if their party can win control in the House in November. This could include potentially raising the retirement age and reducing Social Security benefits, the outlet noted. Virginia U.S. Representative Don Bayer, chair of the Joint Economic Committee of Democrats, an advisory committee created by Law, blasted House Republicans, warning that they plan to hold the U.S. economy hostage with the threat of a catastrophic default to try to force cuts to Social Security and Medicare. In a statement, Social Security Works President Nancy Altman stressed that entitlement is a term with pejorative underpinnings that Republicans frequently use in hopes that voters don't understand what they're saying. She added that it's clear what their intentions are, reaching into the American people's pockets and stealing their hard-earned benefits. Republicans plan to use the debt limit as the hostage to demand these cuts, even though Social Security doesn't add a single penny to the deficit. If Republicans take control of one or both chambers of Congress, our earned benefits are in grave danger, she said. The debt limit is a completely arbitrary figure that establishes the amount of money that the Treasury Department is legally allowed to borrow to cover U.S. financial obligations. As long as the debt ceiling remains intact, failure to raise it once the Treasury Department reaches its borrowing limit could result in a default and a financial crisis. The Treasury is set to hit its current borrowing limit early next year. In a column last month, the Washington Post's Greg Sargent explained that Democrats have the power to prevent the GOP from weaponizing the debt ceiling to push Social Security cuts. Short of eliminating the debt ceiling entirely, as some Democrats have advocated, they can use the reconciliation process to pass a 2023 budget outline, with only Democrats and no Republicans, which would allow them to raise the debt limit, again without Republican support, to an amount unlikely to be reached for President Joe Biden's full term and well beyond. If Democrats don't use their power to act against this threat, it will be a serious dereliction of duty. Thank you for watching Raw Story TV. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com. Stay informed and tap below to take action by liking, subscribing, and joining all those who like their news raw.